When people try to understand series and movies, they think that the problem is simple. Natives speak way too fast. But the real issue is something completely different. Native speakers seem fast because they don't speak the way English is taught in books. They use contractions, reductions, connected speech, and sometimes they practically eat half the sentence. So the problem isn't that your listening it's horrible. The problem is that your ears can't recognize the patterns that exist in English. And in today's video, I want to help you to understand English better. Hello friend, welcome to your CURSO Productivity channel. I am Luciana Sampaio. In textbooks, you learn what are you doing? But in real conversation, you hear what you're doing. Or if you're already studying English, you know that usually we use the phrase like, did you eat? And the native speakers use, did you eat? You can look in any book and you're gonna see the phrase, let me see. Native speakers says like this, let me see. Let me see this. Let me see that. What I'm trying to tell you is that you know those words separated. But when the native speakers get them very close, you don't understand anything. Your brain doesn't recognize them fast enough. That's why it sounds like they speak so much fast. That's why you get so confused. It's not because they speak faster, it's because you are struggling to recognize the words. Once you start noticing these patterns, everything slows down, simply because you finally recognize the sounds. Nowadays, I don't think that the native speakers speak too fast, because I can understand that patterns, and I can understand what they are talking about. And many times I use contractions and my students are like, Luciana, what are you talking about? What is this? Can you speak a little bit slowly to me, please? And one of my classes, my student, she was asking Luciana, why do you use the word gonna or the use wanna? What is this? What are you talking about? But I explained it to her that it's just a contraction of going to. So usually I won't say, I'm going to go there. I will say, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. Crazy, right? It looks like I'm talking too fast, but I'm only using contraction. After explaining this to my student, she was finally able to understand. Now, when she listened to me saying, I'm gonna, she will notice that I'm not speaking faster. I'm just using contraction. Most learners follow this mental path. Listen, translate, understand. But native level listening works like this. Listen, recognize instantly. And I'm pretty sure that this is your dream, being able to recognize without even needing to translate. To reach that point, you need to train your ears to recognize real spoken English, not the polished, slow English of textbooks. Now I want to give you a simple method to improve your listening skills. The first step is to watch the same content 3 times. And that's how you're gonna do this. The first time, use Portuguese subtitles to understand the general idea and notice how the natives actually say things. The second time, turn off the subtitles and try to catch as much as you can. Watch it a third time with subtitles in English just to confirm what you missed. But that's not enough. You need to take a short clip that is 10 or 20 seconds and then you're gonna try to repeat what you are listening. That's what we call shadowing. So the parts that you are listening and you feel like it's extremely impossible to say that, you need to try to repeat. Listen carefully to it a few times and try to repeat it exactly as you heard it. I'm gonna give you an example right now. I opened YouTube and there's a vlog from a girl. There's a part that I noticed that it seems like she's speaking really fast. So I will try to get this part of her video and try to repeat because this is gonna be good for me. So let me show it to you. Guys, I'm gonna go make my lunch. I'm gonna go make my lunch and eat breakfast. I'm gonna go make my lunch and eat breakfast. Notice that you need to repeat a lot to get the pronunciation. Notice that she was saying, I'm gonna go make my lunch. I'm gonna. And she is saying, I'm going to make my lunch. It's such a big contraction that it looks like she's speaking very fast, but she's just saying, I'm going to make my lunch. Actually, it was her breakfast, right? I don't remember. But anyways, it's very good to use vlogs because the sound quality isn't perfect actually. So it's pretty hard to understand. And of course that people use a lot of contractions because they are showing their real life. But once you commit to practicing listening in English in any situation, you will be able to understand what people are saying because you already trained your ears in the worst case scenario. But here, let me tell you something. You need to pick shows that you can actually understand. Usually when we are talking about improving our listening skills, people choose material that are really hard, and this is not good. For example, I love period drama, and I watched a few episodes of The Crown, but the English is very formal, which makes so much harder to follow. The ideal shows are the ones that you can understand perfectly, because they use a simple English. Friends is a series that people have American accent. And usually the characters talk about their daily life. They use a lot of words that are important for us, and it's pretty simple to understand. But if you try to use a content that has formal English, like I gave you the example, this is gonna be pretty hard, and you're probably not gonna learn. When you watch content like Friends, this will make learning much easier and more enjoyable, and it will really help you improve your listening. Sempre fiz isso de forma involuntária, então toda vez que eu assistia conteúdos no YouTube, eu ia reproduzindo as partes que eu achava mais interessante, e foi isso também que me ajudou a melhorar na minha pronúncia. Então sempre que você estiver assistindo, não fique somente calado, mas também repita. Porque a partir do momento que você repete, você fica familiarizado com a forma que o nativo se comunica. Listening improves with repetition, not with pressure. One of the biggest mistakes learners make is that they want to understand everything, 100% of the content, when they watch for the first time. And that's not possible. Of course, that you need to spend more time with that content to completely understand everything. Your ears need to adapt to the rhythm that the native speaker has. Not only that, but to accents and reductions. Try to celebrate your small wins. When you recognize a contraction, or when you are able to recognize something that you thought it was very difficult to understand, well, this is good, and try to reward yourself for doing this. Keep going, and the speed that scares you today will feel completely natural tomorrow, like I can show you with my videos. Well, thank you so much for watching. I see you in the next one, and remember, you are loved. Bye!